getting platinum on the Emerald Coast Summit, unlocking the Emerald Edition Divo. What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome back to a channel that is getting the Emerald Divo on 2 separate platforms. If you've been on my channel recently, you will have noticed I've been streaming a lot, and I've been streaming mostly getting parts. So on the platform I don't really play on too much, PC, I can get the Emerald Divo there as well as on PlayStation. And I'm gonna keep streaming, you know, doing all the events on PlayStation and PC so I can get platinum on both, and you can stay tuned with that while I do it with chat. So of course throughout the week, as well as today where I play a base run on PlayStation getting platinum, I'm also going to be playing on PC tonight, getting a platinum run there done. And then I'm also going to go through and get them even more improved, improving every single run until I'm solidified platinum on both ones and I have the Divo on both platforms, at which point next week you'll see a video of the both Emerald Divos. But today we're playing through the Emerald Coast Summit with you guys, going through all the events, getting a good feel for each one. Now I know a lot of people grinded for this summit, and a lot of people grinded stuff like Hypercar and Street, and turns out now Street is only one of the events and Hypercar is not even in there because it's a forced vehicle. And instead people have now had to grind Aerobatics, jet sprint and stuff like that. It's kind of funny, but obviously it's not, you know, the best. But hey, I'm here today to go through because I've already got every spec maxed out on PlayStation with all good parts, so I didn't have to grind on PlayStation. So let's get platinum. But just before we do, always remember the link is in the description to the Animosity Podcast as well as my Discord server. We upload every single Monday. We love doing it. Check it out every Monday. And the Discord server, I love just talking to my community, and you know what I'm planning, you know when the podcast's out, you know when videos on this channel are out, and you know when I'm streaming. So as for that, let's get into the video. And here we go, of course, the Emerald Coast Summit. And hey, while we're here, we can collect our rewards for Carnage lovers. Of course, I've had a lot more important things to do this week than grind this summit, so we're only 500th, but here we go, collecting those rewards. The only thing there that I actually need is the smoke, I guess. Here we go, Mercedes Addict. What are we looking at? A full boosted... What? A full boosted Nitro Chemist? That's insane! And White Underglow. I have wanted White Underglow for a while, but a full boosted Touring Car Nitro Chemist set. That's insane. Okay. That's definitely going to be a summit I'm going to be playing. Regardless of that, let's go to... I guess let's just go to the Escape first. Okay, this one's been in a summit before, so let's switch over to our Powerboat. And I think I vaguely remember the way. As you can see, I do have 3 pretty good boat sets. One's of course for skills, one's of course for escapes and events, and then the other one is for money grinding. But the one we're using right now is 75% extra pump, 66% pure. These are the pro settings that I use, and let's get into this escape right now. As far as I remember, I believe we want to go to the opposite side of the escape first. Okay, and now I'm dead. Yep. I'm not sure which summit it was out in, but it's a summit that I played a lot because I remember doing this event a fair few times, and I'm pretty sure if we just keep going straight, it's just a game of avoiding these trees, jumping this thing, which hopefully I can do, and then this is just straight. So this is very reliant on having a good Nitro Chemist boat set, I guess, because mine is of course a lot of refill speed with a lot of pure, so I'm gonna be going for a while. In fact, I'll probably skip to maybe towards the end, or if something interesting happens. Oh, okay, the zone is catching up. I guess I'm gonna use all my nitro now. Yeah, that's definitely gonna catch up. I don't want to wait. Wait, what did I? Wait, what did I? Wait, what did I hit? What did I? What did I hit? I still got 138k, but wait, run that clip again. Yeah, that's definitely gonna catch up. I don't want to wait. That's definitely gonna catch up. I don't want to wait. Did I hit something? Did I miss something? Am I being dumb? Did I actually hit something? Or did I actually just get scammed out of that? We'll go over to the aerobatics, but I'm fairly certain I didn't hit anything there. The logo's cool for this summit, I guess. The little Emerald Coast with the 2 fonts and the little diamond, I guess, you know. Or an emerald, I guess. We've got my plane here. This is my score breaker plane. It's got some random stuff on it, apparently. Well, it's maxed out skilled, at least. It's 75% skilled. So, you know, regardless of all the messy other affixes that it has on it, it does the job when it comes to skills. So here we go. Where am I going? Okay. Now, hopefully, I know what I'm doing. And, nope, okay. You know what? I don't even need a perfect run. I mean, a perfect run would help. But realistically, it's the difference between, like, 157k points and 158k. And unless I'm really struggling, which I won't be on PlayStation at least, it makes no difference. In fact, I seem to be really, really struggling considering, there we go, at least got one more perfect. Okay, well, I'm in a bit of a mess, but I wouldn't call that too bad of a failure. What kind of points are we looking at? 31,200. Beat the score there by a bit, but 149k. You know what? Not too bad. It's time for the slalom. So, by the way, just while we're doing the skills here, I mean, of course, I'm helping you guys out with the summit here, and I'm going to be streaming the summit a lot. And I'm here at the slalom right now, and just, you know, just to point something out, I'm very close to 500 subscribers. And if I look at the amount of people watching right now who are subscribed, only 1 in 2 of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So hey, if you watch my videos, if you like my videos in general, do go ahead, head down there, subscribe, join the channel. Here's my powerboat. We got 66% pure, 75% skilled, and of course you guys already know the pro settings. So let's do this slalom. And hey, I'm always going to be here. I did not think that thing was going to be on the left, and we're already in shambles. Okay. Because hey, I love making videos. I love making videos on the crew. And it's a lot. I'm actually, you know, kind of not messing everything up. Oh, okay, of course, because I'm just supposed to know that's on the left. I keep braking instead of leaning back because I have my binds on PC. Oh, his way! Because for some reason you can rebind stuff on PC, but you can't rebind stuff on PlayStation or Xbox, and it's annoying as hell. Because if I could, I would have rebinded my lean back to brake instead of, you know, what it is right now, because you can't lean back and turn basically. But I'm not surprised that we can't change that. It's just annoying that we can't change that. But where are we even going right now? How was that? Oh, okay, I think we're past the bit that I failed on before, but there we go. Okay, yeah, well, I guess we were, but 30,259. And Sailor. Hey, we're on a mad one right now. What's that? 155k. Not the worst. And hey, platinum. Well, there you go. We got platinum. So that's about it from me. Of course not. Of course not. Because I don't even. Yeah, sure. We're already platinum. But let's go into this aerobatic. Already platinum off of the skills. That's not as many people playing this summit as I'd expected. But it is also 11 in the morning GMT, so, you know, maybe people aren't awake yet. Now, I'm not sure when, but seeing as I play quite often on PlayStation, and I just, you know, play almost every summit, I've gotten this full maxed out set of Magnificent and Extreme mode, and that's what you want on an aerobatic set. It's these two. And the pro settings stay virtually the same. You just want to turn these top 3 off. But yeah, I guess I lucked out with these sets. I could have done that on PC, considering it took me literally the whole week to get an aerobatic set. But here we go. Now, while I was grinding aerobatics on PC for the Nitro Chemist set with the Extreme mode and everything, this is the event I was playing because it's, you know, it was the one that was going to be in this summit, and they're all virtually the same aerobatics events. So I decided, you know what, why not actually just play the one that's going to be in the summit, so I get a hot hang of, you know, what I need to do. And what I've just noticed is there's no actual mood to this summit. There's no sort of vibe, I guess. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do? They can't all be summit special. But let's turn around, cause nope, Because the next one is 2 under the bridges, and we're dead again. That's 1 on the bridge. Take it into a loop. Keep it going, and that's another under the bridge. And then bang it off with a bit of low altitude. There you go. That's how you be a sweaty aerobatics player. And what you want to do when you're just sort of freestyling is head around and just air drift on low altitude and get a load of under the bridges. And, you know, try not to die, but you can also memorize the checklist, because there you go. I've already done a loop and the checklist has only just began, because I knew that there was a loop coming up in the checklist, and this plane is actually good at registering loops, so you know that's actually helpful. So, and then hit it with a nosedive, because we're gonna skip the next checklist as soon as that comes up, because being up there and doing like rolls and stuff is just nowhere near as efficient. So I always end up skipping that one, come back down here to do the air drift and the under the bridges, and then I'll skip the checklist as soon as it appears, which it will do eventually. There we go. And now we're getting night flight, low altitude, and you want to make sure you balance this right and don't do that, and maybe don't plow yourself into a bridge. Doesn't matter, because we've done both the air drift and low altitude, so we can just get the roll now. And that's that checklist done, and back to freestyling with the bridges, which I have of course taken myself miles away from. Good one, Sid. But you get the picture. You just gotta keep, you know, you gotta know what the checklists are, and you gotta do them in time and whatnot. Just like right now, I started the loop before the checklist had even began, and it registered the loop very quick. So there you go, nose diving down, getting these last under the bridges and air drifts. There we go. And I'd say, I mean, to be honest, it wasn't the best run. I've gotten close to that on PC, and I didn't even have these magnificent and all of that stuff parts. But hey, what are you gonna do? We still got a whole bunch of points. 150 points. 150k points. You know what, chat? I keep calling you guys chat. I've had to cut that out, but I keep accidentally calling you guys chat. But you know what? That's about that. And hey, if you do want to be a part of chat, feel free to turn your notifications on when you subscribe, so you can be first to the streams and watch me play the crew. Now, of course, these are 3 different vehicles in this event, because it's a live extreme event. But the ones I'm going to use are the Lamborghini Gallardo, hands down the best street car, the Frochester Demon, hands down the best powerboat car, and at the moment, because I'm not too sure on what the best race-wise, you know, rally raid car is, I'm going to use the, if I can find it, the Peugeot 3008 DKR Maxi, because it has quite a few records, and I know it used to be the Porsche 959 that was the best, but I'm not actually sure which is the best now. So we'll try it out in this, but of course, when I'm streaming it, improving it, I might use something else. And how are we still this long into the game and you can't skip this cutscene? Here we finally go. There we go. I actually recently went through and played all the live extremes, so I do kind of, you know, vaguely remember what this one is like, but that doesn't mean I know any of the shortcuts or anything like that in the slightest. But of course, I do have basic Crew 2 knowledge and how cars handle and, you know, what I'm vaguely doing. This thing handles so insanely well. I'm actually not used to it going around the turns this quick. I remember the Hurricane used to be the best street car at one point, but I don't even remember the Hurricane being this good. Jesus, definitely something, especially with this Nitro Chemist set. The thing is too fast. It's actually too fast. Now, here we go. No, that was almost such a great success. Hey, good enough, good enough. You know what? The respawn times didn't screw me over. I actually respawned quick, so I'd still call that a fairly great success. But now we're into Powerboat, and this is pretty linear. I remember the Powerboat section of this just being a bit boring is probably the word. And hey, obviously these aren't going to be perfect runs. There's obviously going to be a lot of time saves I'm going to be doing, but I'm giving you guys a basic run-of-the-mill run through of something. Now, I don't really, you know, I'm quite conservative with my nitro, but I wish I knew when the end of a section was coming up, because then I'd actually know to use up my nitro. Like this looks like it might be the end of the section, but it's not. It's just a jump they've thrown in that I've completely, made shambles of. Come on. Yes. No. Yes. Come on. Turn. No, it wasn't turning. No. Okay, good enough. Maybe my pro settings aren't built for this track specifically. Now, this has to be the end of it. And see, look, there's so much nitro I still could have used, but whoa, I was going way too fast around there. Now, these tires, let me tell you a secret. Okay, these tires that I have on right now, they are insanely overpowered. They are Motorpass tires. And the thing with these tires is that they completely decrease any amount of bounciness the car may have going around turns and going off-road. Seeing as the Motorpass is, crew credits, and crew credits are insanely hard to obtain now, this is, by definition, pay-to-win tires, and it's kind of funny. The fact that some vanity tires, just the fact that vanities change physics at all, that baffles me. Like, surely they could have just made it not change the physics, but somehow these vanity tires make the car insanely less bouncy. So yeah, invest in the Motorpass for these alone if you do. I'd say they actually make the Motorpass worth it with how overpowered they make Rally Raid and off-roading in general. So that's about it for the live Xtreme. Finally. Now that run was in shambles. That can't be a lot of points. Surely not. Why are we looking at a cutscene at the end of a thumbnail? Wait. Now if this is still a high score, I'm going to be back. Sure, I guess. I'll take that. Now on to Hovercraft. Here's the parts. Here's the drifty, the pure. Of course, you want drifty on Hovercraft. Here are let it load. Here's the pro settings. The only problem I'm seeing is the fact that that was a shambles run. So that means anyone else who gets an utterly shambles run could also get that amount of points. So really the only thing differentiating me from anyone else trying to get the Divo is my parts. But everyone's been grinding. So we're really gonna have to see how hard this thing is to get later on into this summit. I mean, hey, it might even be simple. I might even get 100th right now, but then, get fully demoted into 5,000 later, or I might still stay like 2,500. You literally never know with these summits, but here we go. Now the thing about drifting on Hovercraft is in Hovercraft, you're always drifting. You're like, anytime you go around a turn, you're drifting. So if you just spam nitro instead of holding it, you refill that amount of nitro faster than you use it. So that's just an insane hack with Hovercraft. So instead of refill speed for Hovercraft, invest in drifting. And here we go. No, turn. There you go. Now I was playing this race before as well, and it just seems very... like, there's no shortcuts, there's no really big hacks. Of course, I'll have to see, I could be completely making that up. There could be some insane hacks at this event, and I just don't know what they are, so, so basic that, like, you've already seen one lap, so let's skip to the end of this. Here we go, we're coming towards the end now, and I mean, as you can see, when I spam nitro with this drifty amount in Hovercraft, I just retain so much speed through these corners. I go like almost 100, near 100 around the corners if I use drifty, because there's just so much nitro and it's constantly refilling, so I literally never run out, and then I can use it on the straight, and then when I get on a turn again, I still have even more nitro. And 132k, I'd say that is a well above good score, even though it was cut out, but at one point I plowed into a tree, had to reverse and then carry on. But we're 800. Let's get into this forced vehicle. Now, of course, no pro settings or anything, because it's a forced vehicle. The only boosts I really get here is solely, and I mean solely, from icon points, I guess. And even those are not the most help. It's like 25 on each, and they're all like 0.1%. So, but hey, we get to try out the Emerald Divo. I see the green calipers. That's quite cool. And the green bundle, but... why is everyone else in Slalom? I mean, I understand the fact that, the green Chiron's here, because that's part of this week. Okay, this thing definitely needs its pro settings. Okay. Oh, and no nitro chemist. Yep, I'm already almost out of nitro. This is weird. Obviously, they started doing this recently, where you use the summit car in the summit, and it's just quite cool, you know. It's one event that people don't have to, like, get a car for or grind for, because you use the car and they can try out the car to really get a feel for it. But the thing about this car is it's just like the Magma Divo, so it's insanely overpowered, but it just, you know, green. And the Magma Divo is also insanely overpowered, mostly because of its pro setting. So it's kind of just the Divo at this point. And of course, their go-to event, if they need a slightly long hypercar event in a summit, they always go with Cannon. I mean, I know the race, and it's not a bad race necessarily, but it's also kind of annoying that it's a 10-minute race. I mean, this thing virtually is just the Divo. Like, I mean, even the interior, it's literally just the Magma interior, but green, which is just the Divo interior, but, you know, orange. Oh, there's this bit, which, I mean, it's a shortcut, but you kind of have to hit it right, and I wasn't really paying attention, you know. Now, I'd really say a big part of this event is, gonna be managing your nitro, so you don't use it all up and, you know, kind of being aware of the fact that it's not Nitro Chemist, and slipstreaming. You'll probably want to get a friend and make sure you slipstream to go a lot faster. Because with long events like this, the thing is the way people get a lot of the records is by slipstreaming. Especially with all these long straights. Like, I'm doing 255 right now, 256. I could be at like 280 right now, just slipstreaming someone. I mean, 50% in, and nothing's really changed. I'm in a green Divo that, by the way, is virtually just the Magma. Like, the Dark Knight Edition Evo and the Red Fury Edition Evo, they have different customizations. Same goes for the Gold Edition RX-8 and the Thunderwave Edition RX-8. As far as I'm looking at this Divo, it seems to have the exact same customization as the Magma Divo, making it literally the only difference being the Magma but green. Not even any, like the wide body's the same and everything. So, you know, hey, it's basically because I assume the French Summit, the one with the Divo Magma, had come out twice already. They did this instead of, you know, making that come out again. And, you know, it seems like Ivory Tower have quite a close relationship with Bugatti, so I don't think Bugatti really minds at all letting them add like 70 more Bugattis. Here we go, we're at 88%, we're heading down, I believe, the Keys, the highway to Keys, so we're getting towards the end, finally. This thing handles well, you just gotta really be careful with it and really know what you're doing around a turn, because it likes to snap to one side sometimes. But I'd say overall, this has been a near perfect run for me. I haven't really plowed into any trees, stopping me dead. The only kind of things I've had is scraping walls, slowing me down to maybe like 120. This thing, you know, scrapes like 260 miles an hour anyway, so a bit of nitro that I've saved up normally get me back up to that. And just like that, like, I mean, like, look at that, 80 miles an hour climbing up a wall. Don't you just love the physics in this game? Obviously, I skipped a lot of this event because obviously, like you can see, there was that one shortcut at the start. Other than that, unless something big comes up, that seems like the only thing. So the only thing that's gonna get you a better time from anyone else is slipstreaming, realistically. But there we go, an 11:52.3. I'll take that. What kind of points are we looking at? 119k. You know what? The basis I go by, 110k to 120k, is a good score. That's a good score, as far as I'm concerned, at least. But give it a moment while I get put in a hovercraft and taken back. We're already 600, but let's go into a powerboat, put our pots on, and let's do this powerboat event. Of course, I love when there's tons of different powerboat stuff, so I have to constantly be taking off my parts and putting them on different cars. And here we go, the Offshore Mark II. One of the most irrelevant boats, being as it's a crew home brand boat that's made up, and you get it for like Icon 400, but it's also useless because it's slow as hell. But here's the parts. Of course, 75% extra pump, 66% pure, like I showed you guys before. These are the pro settings that I'm going to be using. Let's get into this powerboat event, and let's hope it's not one of the really annoying ones. And here we go. Whoa, a Frauchester as an AI in powerboat. I've never actually seen that before, and it looks weird, but If these AIs weren't... No, their wake is... what's going on? How am I meant to overtake? This is just RNG. What is this? I'm going 120, like 50 miles an hour. This is shocking. I'm in a maxed out powerboat with nitro chemist. And I beat Gwen. No. Oh, I'm going to have to retry that. Okay, what am I even going to have to do here? I guess I go straight to the right and use like all my nitro to overtake. Okay, maybe not that far to the right. Okay, to the right, but not too far to the right. And then, why is Gwen faster than she was before? What? This event. Okay, you know what? We're taking this route. Here we go. Hey, we're ahead. And now they have to deal with my way. Yeah, look at you AIs dealing with my way. And then now it's just a powerboat event. You know what? In all fairness, this thing handles very well. It handles, I'd say, better than like something even like the Frauchester. I assume it's just painfully slow is the reason it's not really good. And that jump was in shambles. I assume I had to do something there to not lose control that much, but I don't know what that something was. But when you go around turns in this thing, it may just be the pro saying, but it handles quite nicely. Like it's like road car level turning on this thing, which isn't the worst. Oh, okay, yep, that doesn't mean it turns tight. You definitely have to either slow down. Oh, yep, nice. This bit isn't fun to go through because this thing's turning circle regardless of how well it turns. It's not the best turning circle. I don't know what I did there, but it did make me jump less, so that might have actually been a strat, but it also might not have been my Ferrari Shell UPS boat. But hey, 119k, decent. And after everything now, last event, the touring car Murcielago in a street event, which is very painfully dull, but you know, sure. I still think back to the days that, you know, they were making cross events that was an air race plane in a rally raid event. Like, that's something unique. This is just drive a race car on road for once. And here's the Murcielago. There's the parts. 75%, 66%. Of course, the most you can get. Let's put some pro settings on the thing because I don't have them yet. Here we go. There we go. The pro settings are on it. And as far as I remember, the Murcielago, while I was using it in touring car events on PC, grinding the parts with touring car, this is a bad car. And when I say bad, I mean this is a bad car. And Everglades, at least I know the Everglades event. I know my way around that event, but Jesus, am I not looking forward to this. It just doesn't turn. Compared to the other touring cars, this thing just doesn't turn. But here we go. Oh, is this the event that I think it is? It is not, but it is also still an event that I do know my way around. So, okay, now with Nitro Chemist parts on, this thing is a lot quicker than I remember it being, but, you know, so what? Still very bad, but you know what? It's making these turns. It's making the turns that I'm doing right now in this event, but these are also very wide turns, so, you know, it's not exactly something too good. I probably shouldn't have broke on that turn that I just cut from, because I lost a lot more speed than I could have, but hey, I can always come back and make those improvements. I'm going very fast with this Nitro Chemist set, and a big way of, you know, beating everyone in this event in PvP is just knowing that that turn comes up, and even though I knew it came up, I still span out thanks to this thing's abysmal handling. I'm trying to go around turns, and it just doesn't. Oh, these are the pro settings that I have right now, but I know for a fact these won't be the pro settings that have the best run on this race, because can't be. So of course, at some point during my streams this week that you guys can join, I will be getting a lot better runs in all of these events, especially considering. Okay, yep. This is in shambles now. Not to mention PlayStation load time, so that respawn took a decade. And just like a lot of the events in this summit, it's a very linear one. Like, there's no shortcuts that I can really see at all, which is a shame, but you know, what are you gonna do about it? I guess that does mean that it's technically more driving skill rather than track knowledge in this summit. Who gets the Emerald Divo, but I wouldn't mind a few shortcuts that I could take. And here we go, coming near the end, right at the finish. We've just done the Emerald Summit. How many? That can't be a lot. I'll be shocked if that's even 110k. Come on. Come on. There's no way. 114k. Sure, I'll take it, I guess. Even though I plowed into a tree and got stopped dead, but you know. And that puts us at a grand total of 162nd in the Emerald Coast Summit. After playing every event, getting a good run in all of them, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We played the Emerald Coast. Of course, remember the link is in the description to the Animosity Podcast. We're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, and the Discord server. You can join that. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, because I enjoyed making it. That's about it for the Emerald Coast. Have a great rest of your day. In a bit.